Hello, air signs. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Welcome to my channel. My name's Lizzie. This is your weekly horoscope for all my air signs. That means if you are a Gemini, if you are a Libra or an Aquarius, this reading is for you. Go to the timestamps below in the description box. Find your sign out of the 3 earth signs. Hit the timestamp and it'll go directly to your reading. I'm just doing all 3 of you in one instead of doing 3 separate uploads. So, to make it a little easier for you, all you gotta do is know your sign and find the timestamps in the description box. See you soon, air signs. Hey there, Gemini. How's it going? My little lovers out there, because you're the lover card in the tarot deck. So, that's why I call you my little lovers. Alright, Gemini. I got 2 different decks of channeled cards I made, and then the rest are all regular decks. And it's just a quick overview of what might happen this week. Usually my predictions are either the current week we're in, or it could be the week after. They usually don't go past 2 weeks. So, just letting you know, it could be this week or next week, or might not be yours. Take what fits and what resonates to you. Don't try to make anything work that isn't yours. Don't take your story if it's not your story. Because this is a collective reading, so it could be someone else. Too many. Get a few more here. Perfect. Actually, let me move these so I don't bury them. Alright, let's get into the real decks. We are starting with Shine from the Inside Oracle cards. What's going to happen for our little lover Geminis out there this week, Spirit? Just some advice for you. These are good advice, that stuff that you're working on yourself with or that you need to know. Let's get some Dark Mirror Oracle cards. What shadow work are you facing this week? It's always good to know what your hardships you might be facing or things you might be dealing with on a healing level. Next, we're going to get some Moonology. Get an even further dig in what might happen this week for you. Just going to do 2. They said 3. So we'll get one more for you. I do feel like they're moving stuff around. Oh, Geminis. We will find out what they want us to know. Let's look at what you might need to surrender this week. What does Gemini need to surrender this week? It's always good to know what we need to let go of. It'll help us in our emotional and spiritual growth and in our lives in general. Let's get some Angel Answer Oracle cards for our Geminis. What's going to happen this week, Spirit? What do they need to know? Oh, it wasn't flipped down. Good. Perfect timing landed on the ground. So don't feel like it's not the perfect timing right now for some things, basically what that means. Okay. And we'll close it out for a full reading with the Light Seers Tarot. Get a full spread for you, and then we'll get started on your weekly reading. For our Geminis. Oh dear. We'll use it for clarifiers if we need to. Gonna let those be a surprise and put them face down. Alright, ready? Geminis, let's see what's going on for you. Ooh, we have Legendary. good parent, genuine, and pillar of the community. Wow. What are you going to be doing this week? Something big, because we got pillar of the community and legendary. So either someone in your life, as far as family, or someone who's older than you, someone you look up to, you might be working with them or like going to a seminar, or this is you stepping up doing something important that's going to make you legendary and put you as a pillar in the community. You could be running for office, you could be getting a promotion, you could be like a fireman or a cop and you're going to save the day. You might make it on the news, but I feel like something big, either a big event you're going to with somebody you look up to, or a pillar of your community is going to recognize in some way, or some kind of a moment could happen with somebody you look up to. But I do feel like I'm getting more of the vibes that you might be doing something big within your community this week. We have good parent and genuine. I feel like either you're going to be getting, maybe you're doing something about kids. Like you might be talking about your experience as a parent and helping other parents, and they are looking to you as somebody who is very genuine and as a good parent, a role model here. You're just like really shining bright this week. Not only are you a leader of your community and you're going to do something legendary to either in your career or help your community, you're going to be really recognized this week as somebody who's very genuine and a very good parent, a pillar of the community, legendary. Like, this is a really good big week for you. Oh my God, all eyes on you lately. You may not be aware, but you're making a big impression with your work. They're seeing your worth. Okay, so this is... If you're not famous, I feel like you might be famous for something this week, or this is a big glow up. Like if you've been wanting that leadership role, I think you're nailing it. You're doing well, but this week something amazing is going to happen that puts you on top. This is like a level up in a big way for you, and this is something you've worked hard on for a while. You've put the work in, you put the time in, and now this is your community recognizing that work and seeing you for who you are. Pounding the pavement, you're working hard. There's work to be done. No more procrastinating or waiting on timing. It's go time. Get to it. One step at a time, one day at a time. Okay, so that's why perfect timing. You've been waiting for perfect timing, and now this week you're like, fuck it, I'm just going for it. I'm putting that work in. I'm risking it. This is you no longer waiting for the right time. This is you making it the right time. A lot of hard work and a lot of decisions that are made fast this week, but I do feel like you've been waiting for a while. Maybe you've been just kind of hanging out and like, okay, when is divine timing happening? And now this week you're like, fuck divine timing. Timing is now. I'm moving. Like, there's no more waiting. It's go time. Speak with love. You're a little wound up or angry. Breathe before you say things you don't mean. What is really bothering you? Calm down and problem solve. So although you're having a great week, I feel like you might be tested here, or this is where you are stepping up. You're speaking with love. You're being a calm, compassionate person, which could solve a big problem. So just if you are the one that's getting a little frustrated this week, just remember to speak with love so you don't ruin this good image and this leg up that you've been working so hard on. Don't doubt your skills. Take a breath. So I feel like this is going to be a very nerve-wracking. This is twice now they've said take a breath. So it's going to be stressful and nerve-wracking, but it's going to be huge and it's going to go in your favor. So don't stress too much because I feel like this is going to be amazing. Know your worth. You win some, you lose some. Keep moving and do your best. It will be okay. So there is going to be some cuts and losses in some sense this week, but it's all going to work in your favor. You're going to make the right choices as long as you listen to yourself and you stay as centered and as calm as you can, and you're doing the right things. Just follow that gut. Don't doubt your skills. Don't doubt who you are. Stand in your power and just know that some people have to go to make room for the good people, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. So we have set your intentions with heart and soul. Yeah. Put that heart into it. Lead with your heart this week, with your moral compass, with who you are in a genuine way. Let your genuineness shine bright. Follow your inner light and just focus on that. Align your actions with your intentions. Exactly. Make sure your actions are just as pure as heart. Your actions are just as pure of heart as your intentions. Make sure you're balanced and that you're doing, not only are you saying things that really mean to you and are genuine, but you're doing things that are genuine as well and not unsettling or chaotic or stressful or negative. Stay in the light this week. Let's talk about your shadow work. Fated to suffer. This poison apple, you feel like somebody's tricking you or someone is a bad apple that you need to get rid of. I feel like you're just fated to have a continuous problem with this person or this thing. Like you feel like it's a never-ending story, that it's not going to get cleared up. Wow, a naughty word just came out of my mouth and I didn't even mean it to. Maybe you're fated to suffer in the sex department, as in you want action this week. I'm just going to say it because it's a collective reading. I feel like there's a male out there that's not getting any from their lady, and they're very sexually frustrated, and I feel like they're fated to suffer because maybe something's going on in the relationship while sex is being denied. So they're like, I'm a little sexually frustrated. That's not for everybody. That's very specific to someone out there where they're fated to suffer sexually. Maybe you're sleeping on the couch. Maybe you're in the doghouse. Maybe your relationship isn't where you want it to be. So maybe you got to do some work in that aspect for that small group. But for the most part, I feel like hopefully no more naughty words come out of my mouth with your energy. But this is like fated to suffer with a situation or a person you can't shake. And this is you deciding you need to face this and either end it and go your separate ways, or I do feel like they're taking me to this apple. I feel like you feel in some sense you're being played, or that you need to watch something closely, or there's some kind of evil or wrongdoing that's, maybe you feel like you have a negative dark cloud over your head or bad vibes, but I feel like you've been a little bit in a rut as far as bad luck, and you just feel like it's never ending. But I do feel like your luck is changing this week for you. Forgetting oneself. You're getting lost in the stress and anxiety, and you're not seeing the bigger picture here. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget your power. Know who you are and know your worth. You're going to be tested in that sense. Your self-esteem is going to be tested. Your confidence in yourself is going to be tested. But you're having all these amazing things going on this week. And I feel like to you it's going to feel a little bit like a jumbled mess because you're so focused on this project, this thing you're trying to do. But everyone else is seeing this glow up about you, and you're in a really positive light, but you're being very hard on yourself. You're forgetting who you are and what your gifts are. You might feel very alone, although you're working hard. They're again bring you back to a relationship that's a little bit, I don't feel like it's over. I don't feel like this is a breakup here. I just feel like this is a little bit of a kink in the passion, or there's a little bit of an argument. Someone might be a tiny bit mad at the other and they're feeling alone sexually. Maybe they're not feeling the love. Maybe this is something that's been festering for a minute. Again, that's for a small amount of you, because let's go back to the fated to suffer, where you feel like there's a bad apple. You're feeling very alone in the situation, or that they left you out to dry. They're making you do all the work by yourself. Definitely getting those feelings. What do you need to surrender? Surrender to success. Yes, you are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Look towards the future and trust and believe you're going to be okay. Openly accept that success. Step into your success. Don't worry about past things, past people, past mistakes, past arguments. Focus on the future this week. Your success is coming in for you, and in order for it to come in, you need to accept it. So let's not focus this week on past mistakes, past arguments. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't slink back by yourself with this feeling alone in the world. Voice yourself. Ask for the help you need. Surrender to the success as Spirit allows it to happen. Open yourself up to collecting that abundance. Surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Yeah, so it's like maybe you're finally coming out of a funk, but this glow up is happening to you. Other people are going to see it. Allow yourself to see it. Don't focus on the negative this week. Allow that good energy to bubble out, and whatever way it manifests, go with it. Don't fight it. All right, look at the bigger picture. That you've worked hard for this, that you are gifted, that you've been putting positive things out, and the universe is coming back to repay you for that you are worthy of things. Look at the bigger picture and what really matters, and don't get hung up on trivial bullshit this week. Believe in the impossible. Believe that success is coming. Even if it feels like you're kind of trying to believe in Santa Claus again as an adult, don't lose that dream, that inner wonder that anything could happen. Believe in yourself this week. Believe that you can do the impossible, because you're going to need that extra push. And a fiery climax approaches. So I do feel like there's going to be an end of something, whether it's a project or a relationship with someone, or an end of a really difficult time. But an end is coming that it needs to happen, so that great things are coming in for you, which is a good thing. Yes, lots of success. Success, success, success. This is going to be a banging good week for you. In the near future, that success is coming in. But I feel like this week you need to really work on openly accepting that this is possible, that you can do this. This is all about belief in thyself. Trust yourself. Trust that inner voice. Trust the process, and trust that divine has got you. Let's look at your spread. Yes, Chariot, fast movement, success coming in for you. This is also yin and yang to me, balancing something out, letting go of the negative and making room for the good. But this is fast movement. Things are going to be moving like that. You are shooting like a rocket towards something with all of your might this week. Good. Queen of Swords, this is you staying in that peaceful energy, like anything that's negative or toxic to my success and my growth, I'm not allowing it this week. This is you focusing on your future, focusing on your priorities, not giving in to trivial bullshit, standing in your power, keeping that positive line, and not allowing anything negative to affect your progress, which is good. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, lots of money and work success. This is like success in work. I don't know if this is like getting a promotion, getting that job you want, getting a raise, or making that money. I feel like this is spiritual. Like maybe this is definitely success in business or with money. Let's get a clarifier. Please clarify this Nine of Pentacles. Not half the deck. Nine of Pentacles. A little bit more clear of which way we're going with this. Spirit. Success in work and money. Six of Cups. Oh, yeah. This is something that's been, to me, a long time coming. You've been working hard for the success, for this glow up, for this promotion, for this thing to hit off. This isn't something that happened overnight. Like, look at this boy, young puppy, is now a grown man and a grown dog. You've evolved and you've changed, and this is something that's taken a long time. It's finally coming in for you, which is good. Nine of Swords, very protective energy. This is like your baby. This is like a passion project. This is like protecting your good name, putting yourself out there, standing with, like, look at her, like standing with confidence. Like, I'm not taking anyone's shit. All this negative, I'm putting a fence. Only the positive over here. The negative is staying in front of the fence. You're not allowing any bullshit to affect you or slow you down this week, as long as you stay positive up here. judgment coming in for you. So if you've lost a lot of money, this is money coming back to you that you've earned. If you've put the work in, this is like you finally getting acknowledged that you deserve that promotion. You deserve to work there. If you've been wronged in some sense by others, it's judgment coming in to be made right. So this is a good aspect for you. And Knight of Wands, this is you celebrating being a free spirit and just opening up and embracing what the universe has to offer for you this week. Really feeling that inner pull, that inner passion, like running towards things like this horse in the background. No one can cage me. No one can tame me. Happy, successful. So I do feel like work and money is going to be good. Something you've worked really hard for and over a long period of time is coming in for you. Just remember to keep a level head. Keep negativity as far as negative people, gossip, drama. Keep that far away from you because you have a very heavy and a very busy week. That's going to go very well as long as you stay straight in your mind and don't allow petty bullshit to cloud you. Don't allow your anxiety and stress to overwhelm you. Trust and believe that you are about to have some big ass shit come in for you. Like they said, you've been working really hard for it and you've earned this. So this week or possibly next week is going to be amazing. Let me know what happens. If you resonated with this or if you want more readings for air signs in the future, please give this a like below. Hit the subscribe button to help my channel grow. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you next week. My little lovers out there, Geminis. Bye, guys. Hi, Libras. How are you? Are you ready to find out what might be happening for you this week? This is a collective reading. So take what resonates to you. Don't take what doesn't. Don't make anything fit. This could be this week or next week. My spirit guides really don't go further than 2 weeks for these. So if it's not this week, it could be next week. Like I said, they're either 1 to 2 weeks out. I usually don't get anything further. I like to keep it close. I just have 2 decks of channeled messages to help me figure out what's going on for you, and the rest are regular decks. So we'll get into it in just a moment. I know you guys like to see it drawn live. If anyone wants to comment and let me know if they'd rather I pre-do this ahead of time and then do the videos, or if you'd rather have the live draws, let me know. Looking for some feedback. Okay. Get these out of the way so I don't bury them. Alright, we're going to start with the shine from the inside. Some advice on your personal work this week. What's going to happen for our little justice crusaders, which I call my Libra. You're the justice card in my tarot deck. Or judgment. Alright. Let's start, or go next to your Dark Mirror Oracle cards. Let's look at your shadow work this week. What are you going to be working on as far as shadow work? Alright, some Moonology. Get a look at your week. Anything good for Libra? Spirit, what do they need to know? Okay. Came out in your own reading. Full moon in Libra. That's awesome. All right, what do you need to surrender this week? What do we need to let go of for Libras this week? I just like saying that. Libra. Libra. Just rolls off the tongue. What's up, Libra? What's up, bruh? All right, I'll stop. I'm sure that's getting annoying. All right, Angel Answers, Oracle cards. Oh, hello. Too many, Spirit. What do we need to know for Libra this week? In advance for Libra. All right, and lastly, but not least, the Light Seers Tarot. Do a full spread for you. And we'll use it for clarifiers if we need to. Too many, Spirit. Six cards for Libra. What's going to happen this week? Oh, gosh. We're definitely moving stuff around. Too many. One more. One more, Spirit. Alright, I guess I'll take two more. I just have a lot to say to you this week. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a clarifier in there. Leave those flip down. Alright, let's start with you. Well, we got quiet, entitled, and friendly. I feel like you're going to have a quiet week as far as I don't think much is going to go on, and like it's not going to be a lot of drama. I do feel like you are in a very friendly mood, but then we have entitled here. I feel like you feel somebody owes you something this week, Libra. We'll get some more on that. Maybe an entitled person might be coming. Well, we have entitled and friendly. So you could be quiet and sticking to yourself because you feel like you're entitled to a friendly environment and somebody is not giving you in a friendly environment, so you're just not feeding into it and you're sticking to yourself. We'll get some more. You want to own your own home or pay it off soon. Spirit says it will happen for you one day. Keep working hard and have faith. So I feel like maybe you feel you're entitled to have that. You want that. You want a home. You want something to call your own. I feel like you're being a little bit impatient, so Spirit's coming in to tell you that it will happen for you, just not when you think it's going to. You have to allow divine timing to happen. Just keep planning for it. Your work will pay off. Or if you have a home, wanting to pay it off is important to you, especially in the state of the world. Maybe you're trying to cut down on bills. You could be focusing on finances this week. You can still be a good parent and still be a dedicated career person. It's all about the balance. Finding for what works for you and your kids. Okay. So I do feel like you are a little bit of a workaholic. As far as work, maybe you're taking extra work a lot this week and you're going to be feeling a little guilty, or you have been feeling guilty that maybe you're working too much and you're not giving enough time to your kids. But the reason why you're working so hard is because you want to pay off, or you want to get a home, or you want to have a solid life to offer your family, and you're working towards that. And I feel like maybe you feel like you're not getting anywhere, but you are. Spirit's saying it will happen. Just keep working hard and don't beat yourself up. You can still be a good parent and a hard worker. You don't have to sacrifice, I mean, of course sacrifices have to be made. Like, all right, I'm going to work really hard this weekend, but when I'm going to only work with enough time to take my kids to do something while it's still light out. As long as I get home and enough time to take them to an activity, do your best. Don't beat yourself up. I feel like kids understand a lot better than we did when we were kids about money and how much things cost and the state of the world. I feel like your kids are more understanding even if they're little. You're beating yourself up about how much time you're spending at work. Love comes from within. You're not being very kind to yourself. If you don't balance or believe in yourself, you'll never find true happiness. Work on your self-love. So maybe that's why you're quiet, down and out. You're a little melancholy. You're beating yourself up. You're feeling like a shitty parent. You're feeling like you're working too hard, or other things in your life are falling apart because you're more focused on work right now. But you also feel like you have to be focused on work to get the things that you dream of. Maybe you feel like you're not worthy of things, or that you're never going to achieve things. But you are. Spirit's saying you are. You're working hard. It's a marathon, not a sprint. There's no such thing as a perfect parent. There will always be blunders. There's always room for growth. As long as you always have the best intentions, you'll learn those valuable lessons that mold you into the best parent you can be. Yeah, you're very worried about being a parent this week. And how much time you're spending with your children. Maybe you feel like they're growing up and you miss so much. Or how maybe you have more children now. Maybe you are now multiple. Just something with children and your work. It's like, I want to give my all to my work, and I want to give my all to my kids, and I feel like shit because I can't give my all to both. Honey bunny, this is life. You're always going to be shuffling two things. As long as you're as fair as you can possibly be, and you're doing things for the right intentions, and you're following your heart, you're going to be all right. And your kids are going to be all right. So, take a breath. Your reality is a reflection of your inner world. So this is Spirit saying, if you truly believe you're never going to have a house, or you're never going to pay off your house, that's going to become your reality. You need to start changing your thinking this week. Like, I can do this. I am a good parent. My kids know that I love them, and they feel my love. And start positively reinforcing yourself. Align your actions with your intentions. So if you truly care more about being a parent than work at this time, put more effort into being a parent as far as energy. What are your intentions? What do you want? Do you want to be successful, and you want to have a family? So what is the best way of come up with a better plan? Align your heart with your thoughts in a positive direction and make a solid plan. And then you won't feel so chaotic. All right, let's look at your shadow work. We have atonement and gilded regret. You feel like you deserve punishment for being away from your kids as long as you have, or sacrificing family. This is you feeling like you're a shit person. Either you're not giving work enough, or you're not giving parenting enough. This is you going back and forth, and maybe your family's a little mad at you right now. Maybe you're trying to earn their love back, or show them how important they are to you, or maybe you're making up for things. But I feel like you're always going to be trying to balance family and work, and it's never going to be enough. So you just feel like you're just going to continue to suffer. And then you have a lot of regret about the time missed with your kids, spending time away, and how much focus you put on other things. And then you regret not being able to face and follow your dreams because you have to be a parent. So it's like you're constantly tugging war in there this week. But you are going to have success. You're going to have all the things you dream of. It will come in time. But right now you need to trust yourself, trust in the process, and trust that divine will help you. And you need to recover. This is you working on yourself, thinking better about yourself, getting more sleep, really coming up with that solid plan so you're not wasting so much time worrying about things that you can't control. What do you need to surrender? Surrender your stress. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So you're stressed out. You're stressed like maybe you're losing your family, and maybe you're losing your career because your heart is in this tug of war. Or you're stressed out trying to balance both. But stress is eating you this week, so you need to let go of it and give it to the divine. Surrender that idea that you can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or own healing. Okay, so there is someone in your life that feels they're entitled to your time, your attention, and your money. This could be a spouse or your children. But you can't fix their attitude. I feel like you've put a lot of work into fixing attitudes. It could even be people that you work with. Maybe they're judging you because you're choosing to be more of a parent, and they're saying you're not dedicated to this business because you're home more, or what have you. There's someone you've been trying to either come up with some middle ground or try to make it work or put the energy in, and you just can't seem to get anywhere because there's deeper problems within them that you can't fix. You can't fix how they think, feel, and react. You can only fix yourself. So I think you need to focus, take all that energy into fixing yourself and stop trying to fix it for everybody else, whether it's family or work this week. A win-win outcome is forecasted. So I feel like it, and this is you coming in that own balance. You are going to find at the end of the week, you're going to have that balance between work and a relationship with your family. So this week there might be some arguments like you're spending too much time at the office, or your boss is like you're not spending enough time at the office, and it's going to balance out by the end of the week. A win-win as far as family and career. It's all going to balance itself out. So don't let the stress eat you too much. Expect powerful change. You are going to be making a change in how you go forward. A new cycle. A cycle is ending. You're going to be learning a lesson, and a new cycle is beginning. Bring love into the situation. Don't react with anger and frustration. Put love into it this week. Let's get your spread. Got an extra card. Yeah, this is your anxiety and your stress. In your mind, you feel like all this burden, all this stress, all this anxiety, but it's not actually happening. This is your mind playing tricks on you this week. This is your stress and anxiety taking over. Just this is like you, all right, enough. Like, I can't keep pulling myself in two directions. So I need to, while I'm at work, not feel guilty about being away from my kids. And while I'm at home, not feel guilty about not putting enough in at work. This is you like throwing in a new schedule, a new way of doing things. Like I don't have anything else to lose. I'm just going to throw it up there and see what happens this week. You're waiting for things to come in, but you also have to make a choice. Maybe you have to choose between work and love, family and work. What's more important? This is you making a decision this week. The Empress, ooh, you could actually be pregnant right now. You could have a new baby or have a baby coming. So maybe you're worried about spending more time at home and being a parent. Are you going to have to give up your career? But this is also talking about nourishment. So maybe you are choosing at this time to be more of a parent than a career person. Or this is giving birth to a new start as well, a new cycle. 5 of Swords. You are going to have to give up something and it's going to hurt. I don't feel like you're going to lose a job or a family member or anything like that, but I feel like it is a tough decision between parenting and being a career person. I feel like this is where you're at. Am I going to be a mother, father, team, mom, dad, or am I going to be a career person? Because I can't, this is bringing my heart so much pain by having to split my time and split my passions. But there is going to be fast movement. You are going to be coming into that decision on what's more important. I do feel like you're probably picking family here. This is you taking fast action on it. Or your baby's coming fast. Time's running out for you. Or you're birthing a new project as well. Ace of Swords, this is something that you've communicated a lot about. There's been a lot of talking and a lot of thinking about this situation. I do feel like because you've thought about it and you're kind of going around and you're trying to be, you're trying to make the best decision here. I do feel like you are going to make the best decision and you are going to move fast with it. Let me get a clarifier, though, on this Ace of Swords. Please clarify this Ace of Swords. Too many. Ace of Swords. Thank you. Yeah, the High Priestess. This is you following your intuition. Finally speaking your truth and realizing the truth of the situation, that this half in, half out isn't going to cut it for you anymore. You need to make a decision, and you need to, like if you're choosing work to be more important, maybe you're getting a nanny or somebody that can help out at home so that your other spouse isn't feeling like they're doing everything. And if you're choosing parenting over work, maybe you're stepping down from a job, or you're going to your boss and saying, I need weekends off instead of working every weekend. But you're making a decision, and because of the Empress here, I do feel like family is more important to you. Maybe it could even be like, I'm going to plan a trip so we spend some time together this summer. But there is going to be fast movement, and you're going to speak your truth rather quickly. So I hope that was helpful. I'm trying to think of anything else they might want to tell you. Other than to stay calm, bring love into the situation, trust that you are going to get where you need to go. Don't be impatient. Allow things to come naturally. And don't beat yourself up. And try to think, get to the heart of the matter. What's going to make your heart happier? If you're pulling in two directions, do you necessarily have to give up both? Is there a way that you can do both without hurting yourself? And if you can't, you need to decide which one is more important. But ultimately, trust your decision making, because you are going to make the right choice as long as you listen to your heart here. You let go of those regrets and that suffering. The past is the past. This is the now. Think about the best future you could possibly have and what's going to make it more peaceful, and then make a decision off of that. So I love you all. Please give this a like if it resonated, or if you want more air sign horoscopes like this in the future. Thank you so much for your time. Hit the subscribe button to help my channel grow. I would appreciate it. I love you all. Have a great week, Libra, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys. Hi, Aquarius. How's it going? I hope you're doing good. Are you ready to hear your weekly predictions? How Spirit usually works for me, it's either this current week we're speaking out about or the next week after that. They don't usually go past 2 weeks. I like to keep it close. Again, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't try to force anything. Don't make it your story if it's not. You'll know in your heart and soul if it feels like it's calling to you. Trust your instincts. Alright, I have 2 channeled card decks, and then the rest are regular decks. And I'm just going to draw them real fast and we'll get right into it. Nothing too heavy, nothing too major. Hopefully, for the Aquarius, which is my stars, my little star card. You're the star card in the tarot deck. I call you my shooting stars. Aquariuses, you're very unique. There's no one like you. Alright, I like unique people. Let's start with the Shine from the Inside Oracle cards. Let's talk about yourself, what you need to work on with you this week. Advice from Spirit on working on yourself. Let's see what shadow work you need to face, what healing you need to do this week. Okay. Next is Moonology. I'm sorry, that was the Black Mirror Oracle if I didn't say that. Moonology Oracle cards. What's going on for the Shooting Stars Aquarius this week? You are my shining star. Whatever song that is. Isn't that old? From the 80s? It's playing in my head right now. What do you need to surrender? The Power of Surrender cards. These are actually not tarot cards, but they're counseling cards. I use them for my tarot. Hey, I don't believe in rules all the time. Next is Angel Answers Oracle cards for what's going to happen this week. Aquarius. Aquarius. What's going to happen for you? Alright, full spread. I'm closing it out with the Light Seers Tarot. I get a full spread. I will clarify whatever I need to. So I'm going to keep it handy. Hello. Shooting cards. Maybe it's going to be a fast moving week for you. Cards came out pretty fast. Alright. Let's get a little organized here, shall we? Let's start with your cards. Ooh, attractive, well-spoken, standoffish, and a social climber. Oh, no. Oh, no. Someone, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm just going to blurt it out. Someone's been using you to socially climb here. And your relationship is kind of at a stalemate with the standoffishness. They're kind of cold to you. This could be a narcissistic person. They're very attractive and well-spoken, but so are you. We'll get some more. Nourish your body with high-vibing energy. Yeah. I'm hearing like a female or a feminine energy. Now, in my land of spirituality, when I say feminine energy, does not necessarily mean you are a girl. It just means you are in a feminine energy. And this connection, this social climber is a feminine energy. And they've been very draining and toxic to you. So this week, you need to fill yourself up with good food, positivity, and cut this negativity off. I feel like this has been going on for a while and it's coming to a head this week. Yeah, stay away from the drama today. Stay away from the drama with this person's going to try to test you this week. I feel like they're going to come at you well-spoken and calm because they want a resolution. They need you for something. They're trying to use you. So they're going to come in and be well-spoken and be attractive and try to seduce you back in some sense. But please keep in mind that they are drama. They are negative and toxic to you, and they're just trying to socially climb. So, now we have spread your wings. You're letting fear hold you back. Let go. Follow your heart with no fear. You've been scared to end this relationship for a while and to walk away. Maybe this is something you've been in long term. This could be someone you're married to or have a business with. It's going to be life-changing to walk away from this person, and that's been very scary to you. Your job will reopen and you'll get your job back. Don't worry. So if you've been waiting for your job to reopen due to the pandemic, it's going to happen. Or if you temporarily had to be out of work for whatever reason, you're going to be called back. You're going to get your job back. Don't worry about your job. If maybe this is a work relationship, if by stepping away from them you're worried about being fired, or if you want to talk to your boss about putting some distance, I don't think you need to worry here about your job at all. Time to tell the truth. This business partnership is not working for you. Okay, so this is a business partnership. This could be a love situation or just a complete business associated relationship. But either way, this is a toxic business relationship and it's time to go your own way. I feel like you're realizing it this week. What shadow work are you facing? Yeah, this person has been a parasite. They've been robbing your energy. They've been negative. They don't support your dreams or support you as far as career. They don't put the work in you're doing. It's like they're just taking the money and not doing the work, or they're riding off your coattails. They're a parasite to you, and up until recently you've been blinded to the pain that they're bringing to your business and to your life. This person is very toxic. It's very detrimental to the business you're trying to do here. They're sucking off you. They're leeching off you. They're a social climber. And like I said, up until recently, you haven't seen them for who they really are. I feel like other people tried to warn you about this person. You're like, no, up and down. You've been adamant. You've been loyal. Maybe you feel a little stupid now for, don't, because We see people for who they are in the time we're meant to see it. And everybody's timeline is different. Doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means that you are a lover and you want to see the positive about somebody. But now I feel like this week you're starting to see that they're a parasite and it's time to make a decision. Surrender to your prayer. You've been praying about this. You've been praying for signs and answers, and they're coming in for you this week. Surrender your worry. You can do this business about. You don't need this person. That's just a thought in your mind. You don't need them. They're a parasite. They're negative. They don't put in what you put in. You want to do two separate things. They don't give you what you need. You're going to be so much better without them and so much happier. So don't worry about what it's going to look like by leaving or walking away from this business. Surrender your frustration, because this person takes you to a bad place. By allowing that frustration to linger, you're dipping down to their level. So Spirit's saying you need to let go of the anger and the frustration, and you need to end this as best as you can, in the most professional manner as you can. They're going to act badly, but you don't have to. Expect them to act a little badly about it, or on a big scale. Just don't allow a reaction to happen that they would want. Don't give them what they want. Calm, cool, and collected. Thank you for this business. Thank you for this opportunity. I appreciate our time together, but I need to move on by myself. It's nothing personal. It's just business. All right, don't let your past hold you back. Maybe this person helped you in the past and you might have a little guilt, or maybe you left a business relationship that eventually took off and you regret it. Don't think about the past and this decision. Only think about the future. Nothing yet is set in stone. There's been no decisions made one way or the other at this point. Nothing is set in stone. You can change anything in this life at any time. You are not bowed and tied to this person, whether you're married or you're in a contract. Contracts end, both for marriage or in business. You can get out of them. Maybe you need to get an attorney to get some help. A time to give rather than take. Let me get a clarifier here. A time to give rather than take. Time to give rather than... Expect powerful change. A new romantic cycle begins. Okay, so you might be getting a new love interest or a new partnership here. Powerful change is going to happen. Time to give your energy to what's best for you, what serves you, what doesn't serve you. You need to take your energy back. A time to give rather than to take. Don't allow them to take your energy. Give your energy to what is good for you and what serves you and nothing else. Remain positive. Your life's going to be okay. Your decision's going to be okay. And your business is going to be okay. Your situation will improve. Your career, your business, your partnership. By stepping away from that toxicity, it's only going to improve your life, not hinder it. And no, you should not try to make it work with this partner anymore. And no, they're not going to destroy you, or this decision is not going to destroy you. Let's look at your full spread here. 8 of Wands. A lot of fast movement, a lot of communication. Maybe you're getting those answers you need, or you're communicating heavily with this business partner that you're not happy. This is like you finally popping the top on what you really feel and what you really want, and really voicing yourself and going towards your own happiness. You're choosing happiness instead of staying in negative. You're choosing success instead of losing and being in something that isn't growing. This is you speaking up and sticking up for yourself and saying, I just want peace here and I just want hope. And that hope's going to come back by you speaking your truth. Page of Pentacles. You don't feel like you have enough to do it on your own. You're doubting your skills here. But then we have the Chariot. So there is going to be fast movement with this. Once the words are out, there is going to be fast movement here. Something new is coming in. The Chariot could be that new business partner coming in to try to steal you from something negative that you feel is hopeful, that you feel is your son, but you don't feel like your son happiness, not like your son birth son. But you don't feel like you're good enough, or that you have enough to offer another partnership. But something big is coming in for you. A new birth of a new project, birth of a new business, a new start here, a new cycle begins. Yeah, and you're going to be giving and exchanging. It's like you're getting what you need and taking what you need at the same time. Getting rid of what you don't need for the old business and preparing for the new one. So it's like you're exchanging knowledge. You're exchanging money here. This could be with your new partner. Maybe you're buying out your partner, or someone else is buying out your partner. Exchange of money of some sense. Maybe you're finally getting what's due to you, or you're paying this person off just to go away. But there's going to be exchange of knowledge or of money of some sense. Let's get a clarifier on this Six of Pentacles. What is being exchanged? Please clarify. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. You're making decisions and you're exchanging, like, if I put my energy, if I give my knowledge and experience, you know, where is it going to lead me? This is you trying to make the right decisions and being more savvy. Exchange of money and exchange of information. It's both of them. So I feel like this is a big week. Either you're leaving a partner and someone's coming to scout you, or you're walking away from a partner, and as soon as you do, a new one's going to present itself. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but it's like you get rid of a bad one and you're gaining something good here. So I do feel like this is a big, important week as far as communication and finally making the decision on ending something that's severely toxic to you. I hope this was helpful, Aquarius. Please like below if it resonates, or if you want more air sign readings like this in the future. Thank you so much for your time. Please hit the subscribe button to help my channel grow. Talk to me in the comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you all next week. I hope it's a good one, and fingers crossed that no more of that negative bullshit comes your way, because I feel like you've been dealing with the negative for quite a bit. We are saying no to negativity and no to what does not serve us. Right, Aquarius? See you all next week. Bye, guys.